Hi everybody, Chef Val here, and I have two big announcements. The first announcement is that I just came out with cookbook number 7, and the second announcement is the cookbook is in the 2025 Vegan Health Bundle. And the bundle is available for purchase right now. My new cookbook is Sensational Sublime Sea Vegetables. All the recipes feature sea vegetables. And this is the first time that I've done an e-cookbook. An e-cookbook means that it's a digital cookbook and you can download it and you can print it off. And it's in the bundle. So now you're asking, well, Val, what is the bundle? This is my 3rd year being involved with this bundle. And Chef AJ is also in the bundle, for those of you that follow Chef AJ. And her dear friend, Melissa Maris, is also part. They're like the founders of the bundle. And they're such amazing, wonderful people. And they get a bunch of people like myself who are in the vegan world, who promote healthy, whole foods, and who are vegan. And we all get together and contribute items to one bundle. Now, I have 2 items in the bundle, my new e-cookbook, and I also have a 3-class series that I taught last year called Healing with Foods, Poultices, Specialty Teas, and Natural Remedies. So that is my contribution to the bundle. But in the bundle, there's other cookbooks. There are exercise programs. There's 2 yoga exercise programs in there that I'm very excited about, and I've already tried both of them, and they're both wonderful. There is lectures that people have given, so you can learn about whole foods and why eating vegan is so good for your health. There's books in there about reading the label of food that you buy in the supermarket. There's books in there about loving yourself and affirmations and kind of the spiritual side, which you know I adore also. So this bundle has over $5,400 worth of merchandise. There's over 80 contributions in it, and it's yours for $49. Here's the catch. It's only for sale from March 1st until March 9th. You have 10 days to purchase this amazing deal. And then after March 9th, you can't get this bundle again. So now you're asking me, well, how do I get it? Well, if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, the link to purchase the bundle is going to be in the description. And you can also go to my website, macroval.com. It's right there on the homepage. You click on the link and it takes you to the bundle to purchase it. And you can even preview and see some of the other items in the bundle. You're going to get so many recipes. You're going to be set for recipes. Recipes featuring, vegetables. There's some raw recipes in there. There's cooked recipes in there. There's smoothies. There's desserts. There's salads. There's savory. There's dips. Anything and everything you can imagine. Now today, I wanted to share with you a recipe out of my new Sensational Sublime Sea Vegetable cookbook. Now this is one of my favorite recipes. I created this a few years back, and I call it my Peanut Butter Dulse Hiking Treat because I created this treat actually with my dad in mind, because he loves to go out in the woods, like I like to go out in the woods, and we go out there hiking and everything. And I wanted something not heavy or overpowering, but something that would be delicious too. My dad has a sweet tooth. And of course, peanut butter. I adore peanut butter, just like he does. So it's a very simple recipe. Let's see, it only has 4 ingredients. It's really quick. It's easy to make. But then once you make it, you can put it in your backpack. And when you go for a hike, it's a really good travel food. I do use this recipe all the time. When I go to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, my favorite place in the world. And I go hiking, if I go kayaking, bike riding, something like that. I put them in a little Ziploc bag. I throw them in my backpack. I'm good to go. I have this little snack with me. And so let's make this recipe together. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the bundle as we're making this recipe, okay? So the first thing we want is 1.5 cups of organic rolled oats. So I do use organic ingredients, and I like to recommend that you use organic ingredients too. Now in my recipe, I don't have the word organic before every single ingredient because that would be redundant. But when you want to live healthy, you want to get chemicals out of your life. And so by buying organic food, it's the only way that we know that the food hasn't been sprayed with chemicals. Now take this 1.5 cups of rolled oats and put it in a food processor. I'm just going to chop the rolled oats up a little bit. We don't want to pulverize them so that they become oat flour. We just want to chop them up a little bit. You could use also an oat what's it called? Oat bran. Yeah, you could use an oat bran. If you used an oat bran, you probably wouldn't have to put it in the food processor because it would already be chopped up. That's what oat bran is. It's rolled oats that are chopped up. Okay. So get yourself a bowl to mix it in. Now, once we make the treats, you're going to have to put them on something, and I put them in the refrigerator to set up. So I have this silicone baking sheet. I usually don't bake on it, but it's really good for making chocolate candies or making things that you don't want to stick. It's really good. And speaking of chocolate candies, guess what? In the new cookbook, I have desserts that I have sea vegetables in. It's actually one of my favorite things to do is to make desserts and sneak some sea vegetables in there because nobody's expecting it. And then you get all the tremendous health benefits of sea vegetables in a delicious sweet dessert. In case you don't know, sea vegetables are one of the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. Really high in calcium, high in iron, phosphorus, potassium. They help cleanse toxins out of your system. They're high in minerals and trace minerals, high in protein. There's so much health benefits. And in my new cookbook, Sensational Sublime Sea Vegetables, I made it like a tongue twister, SSS, right? Sensational Sublime Sea Vegetables. I give you a lot of the health benefits in the cookbook, so you'll be able to see that. Let me show you some of these delicious dishes that are in the new cookbook that's in the bundle that you need to purchase in the next 10 days from March 1st until March 9th. So let's start with savory. This is one of my new favorite soup recipes, burdock sweet potato wakame soup. I had this for breakfast just this morning. And then I have this layered rutabaga sweet potato wakame casserole that if you're watching this on YouTube and you're a subscriber to my YouTube channel, which I really hope you are, and if you're not yet, please hit that subscribe button. All week, I'm releasing videos where I actually make recipes out of the cookbook. And one of the videos, I'm going to show you how to make this layered rutabaga sweet potato wakame casserole. So make sure you watch all the videos on my YouTube channel this week. So this is a unique one. It's a nori roll-up, but it's not brown rice sushi. I do have a brown rice sushi recipe in the cookbook, but this one, the filling is millet and tempeh, and it has a tofu sauce, and I enclose the whole roll-up so it's completely surrounded with the nori. So this is a little twist on a nori roll. And then I have my desserts. So I mentioned chocolate. Here's my chocolate candy. It's walnuts, raisins, chocolate, and the sea vegetable nori. It's all in that candy. And speaking of nori, I kind of had a field day making desserts with nori. This is a crispy pecan sunflower seed nori crunch. This is one of my new all-time favorites. It is a chocolate cookie with chocolate chips and nori. It's like a soft brownie cookie. It's really delicious. Okay, so then I have a very traditional macrobiotic dessert called Canton. Canton is made with agar flakes. So this is my blueberry pear Canton, one of my all-time favorite combinations, blueberry and pear. And so this is made with agar flakes, another sea vegetable. This, I kind of had fun and I created a yin-yang sign. This is my chocolate pudding and vanilla pudding. Both recipes are in the cookbook. And then there's a recipe for like swirling it together. So I did a little fun there and made a yin-yang sign out of it. And this is one of my all-time favorite recipes, peanut butter mousse. So that features agar flakes too. So those are some of the recipes that are in the new sea vegetable cookbook. Okay, come back over here. We're going to continue making this peanut butter dulse hiking treat. So I'm going to mix the wet ingredients together first before I add those chopped up rolled oats. So we have 1 cup of an organic peanut butter. Put that in there like so. And then I have a 1/2 cup of brown rice syrup. Brown rice syrup is my preferred sweetener. It's the one that I use all the time. Made from whole organic brown rice, which is a complex carbohydrate. A complex carbohydrate, when it's cooked down like brown rice, this sweetener will never spike your blood sugar level because it comes from a complex carbohydrate. That's why brown rice syrup is my favorite sweetener. And I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of brown rice syrup. Now, if you've attended any of my cooking classes or watched any of my other videos, I talk a lot about brown rice syrup. So there's a lot of information out there you can find on my website, on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page. I talk about brown rice syrup a lot. But this is the sweetener I'm using instead of white refined sugar. So we have 1 cup of peanut butter and we have a 1/2 cup of brown rice syrup going in there like so. Make sure you get all that yummy sweetness out of there. And then we have the sea vegetable, 1 teaspoon of a dulse flake. So this is the sea vegetable dulse that's been chopped up in very small pieces. Dulse flakes are very easy to start incorporating into your diet because you can just shake them on whatever you're going to use. And in here we're putting them in a dessert. Now, here is your cooking tip when making this recipe. You can't mix the peanut butter and the brown rice syrup together right now completely. You can do it a little bit, but don't do it completely because when you mix peanut butter and brown rice syrup together, they come together and they get firm. And then you wouldn't be able to put the rolled oats in there. So what I do is I just very gently mix the dulse flakes in there a little bit. Did you see that? I think that was like 3 or 4 times around. That's it. That's all you want to do. Don't do any more. Now you add the chopped up rolled oats. Okay? And you mix it together. Very simple, very easy. Okay? So again, what are you going to do after watching this video? You're going to click on the link that's in the description below that says purchase the 2025 Vegan Health Bundle. So the link is in the description, or you can go to my website, macroval.com. It's right on the homepage. You get over 80 different contributions, over $5,300 worth of merchandise, all yours for $49. But it's only for sale from March 1st until March 9th. Did you see as I was mixing that, how, like I said, the more you mix it, the thicker it becomes. Now you can make little round balls out of it because the peanut butter and the brown rice syrup have mixed together with the rolled oats and it became firm, right? So I take some water and I take my very, very small scoop, my little cookie scoop. The water helps so that the dough doesn't stick to the scoop. And I go like this. I kind of like flatten it so they're all the same size. And then I just put them on my mat like so. And you just do that. And like I said, so that to get them to set up, I put these in the refrigerator. And then after they've been in the refrigerator for, you know, just about like an hour or something, they'll set up. And then you can, you know, package them and take them on the go. And when you're out there, you know, eating these as your snack, as you're hiking and everything, they don't need to be refrigerated. After the initial refrigeration, they don't need to be refrigerated if you're going to take them on the go. But if you're going to make a batch of these and like keep them for weeks, I would store them in the refrigerator. But they're perfectly fine for like all day. You know, you're going to go kayaking or whatever, put them in your backpack. They're perfectly fine all day. Not a problem. They don't need to be refrigerated. They have a wonderful chewiness and a wonderful sweetness. Now, I know some people might stick something else in there, like you could put raisins or something. If you want, you could, but I just find these have a nice sweetness to them without being overly sweet. A lot of times I want a snack that's not a dessert. It's more of a robust snack. So that's why I like these. Peanut Butter Dulse Hiking Treats. In my new cookbook, all about sea vegetables, that's in the 2025 health bundle. All right, that's about it. I'll show you what they look like here. Here we go. You can see what they look like right there. I have to tell you, anybody who has tasted this treat, this becomes their favorite treat. They really adore this one. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you click that link and take advantage of getting the Vegan Health Bundle and my new cookbook, and also the Healing with Foods series that I have in there, not to mention the other 80-some contributions that are in there. All right, thank you for tuning in. And for now, get in the kitchen and cook healthy.